Speaking of holding the line and the truth, by the way, Jocko has some supplements. Jocko supplements. Krill oil, the main one, and joint warfare. So joint warfare, glucosamine, and chondroitin.
And curcumin, which is the other. It's not just glucosamine and chondroitin.
Yeah, there's curcumin in it.
Yes.
What is that?
It's more goodness for the joints.
Some stuff to wage warfare against joint inflammation, pain, degeneration. Yeah, so, and that's a big deal because, again, I'm going to say, I said it before, but I think this is critical. I mean, I'm sure there's like supplements that'll help you build your muscles if you're into building. I'm sure there is, but really, if you can maintain your joints, especially if you're jiu-jitsu, pushing weights, any kind of like, so I like
any
elbow.
kind of dynamic movement.
Yeah, because your joints take that brunt and they degenerate over time.
Oh, they do? Is that what's happening to you? Because I'm over here not degenerating. I'm on joint warfare.
You're straight up generating, huh? Yeah, no. I dig it. And this is one of the krill oil thing. I'm not embarrassed because it's kind of a funny story at my expense in a little bit. It's not funny, but it is that I was like, krill oil to my father-in-law.
Yeah, now you know the truth.
Yeah, I'm like over here pushing krill oil. Like in life, I mean, Brian, his name is Brian. Remember we went to the retreat in Maine? Remember Brian, the black belt that came from New Hampshire, guys? So I kind of keep contact with him. He's like, hey, do you have any, like, what's the cool supplements or whatever? I was like, bro, and I sent him some of mine. And I didn't get the report back. That was like the other day. But nonetheless, in life, I'm straight up pushing it. Like I tell Greg about it all the time. I don't think he has. Maybe I gave him some. I don't know. But it's like, can you get benefits for something and then you're like pushing it on other people. Some people do it with
begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly. Sure. Just various things, books, music. Why do we do that with music? Like if you don't like my like I'll be like, hey, listen to this song. It's the best song. And then like you don't like it and I'm actually mad at you. Or you're mad at me because you don't like it. Why is that?
Yeah, because I just don't like your music.
Yeah, I know, bro. But I think we kind of equate it to our identity in a way.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I do with krill oil. It's part of my identity now. It's part of my joints identity. I can tell you that. And joint warfare. Good ones also. Oh, wait. I didn't tell you where you can get this joint warfare and super krill. OriginMain.com. Click on the top to the labs. Actually, it's on the front page too. It's on Jocko's store too, by the way, jockostore.com. But yeah, that's where you can get it if you want it.
A lot of people have been asking for subscription.
Like a recurring.
Yeah, so you just can get it every month.
That's what it should be.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We'll get it set up.
Yeah. Because you get to the last 3 pills, or even 6, you take the 3, like they only have 3 left. Yeah. I got to take this tomorrow.
Yeah.
After tomorrow, 2-day shipping, unless you got an overnight shipping situation. Yeah.
There's just, you don't want to do that to yourself.
No, you don't. You actually, for real, don't.
So we'll get that going on.
Yes. Good idea. Thank you, Jocko and Pete. Also, there's some good gis on there. Jocko is a gi. Jocko's a rash guard. We'll start with that. American Hands. I've worn it many times. Can I talk about 19% improvement in performance? I got tapped out by Andy, so far no. Got tapped out by you too, so maybe. Jury's still out on that.
That's not any different than normal,
right?
Is it?
Yeah. So, but could I resist 19? I'm just saying the jury's still out. I can't confirm really. Yeah.
But if you remember. Because you remember I was wearing one of our rash guards. Mm-hmm.
Small action, big reaction.
Yeah, and I kind of got after it a little bit.
Right, and so really in theory, you're 19 plus, and my 19 plus kind of canceled itself out.
Okay.
Really?
But I felt like maybe if you got 19, I felt like that day I had like 26%.
Oh, dang, 26. Yeah. You were bringing it like you had 26. Because you
typically
don't wear that, right? You don't really wear rash guards that much.
You weren't happy on the final guillotine.
No. I think it was a Cobra.
You literally said, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
And that was one of those comments that was meant to kind of deflate my victory. you know, like you saw it coming and it was so obvious and it was just like I just got lucky and blah blah blah. And I just said, yeah, definitely. I was really telegraphed that one.
I didn't say you got lucky.
I can't believe how pathetic it was.
Yeah, you want me to give you a breakdown of your guillotine? Cobra, which I think is even more so than the guillotine. Like, you have such a good way to like get it. You're one of those guys that like, you're probably walking like right now. You're thinking about guillotine right now.
Yes,
that's what I think. That's what it feels like.
A lot.
So it's like when you go for it, it just lands perfectly. It's not the kind where you know how
not many adjustments are getting made.
No adjustments. So it's gotten to the point over literally like what. Like almost a decade of training with you, and that thing getting sunk in that efficiently on my own neck.
It almost wants it there.
What's funny? You're not that far from the truth.
Yeah.
It's like my body like knows, like, hey, we've been here before. That's what my brain is. Almost like I can feel my brain as a separate entity telling my body.
Sometimes if I get you in a guillotine and you go crazy trying to defend it, and then and you'll get out. And the next one, I'll be like, he's going down.
Yeah, it's like, man, I don't want that beef again because what I had to do to get out of that first one is like, bro, I can't do another one of those.
Not even worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. That's exactly what it is, and I think that's how my whole body reacts when I feel it get sunk in. It's kind of like, oh man, this again. We've been down this road, same outcome. You know, my body's used to that outcome, so it just kind of accommodates it. That's what it feels like. Yeah. And I think that's part of what I meant by it's like I saw that coming.
I think your body is okay with me getting you.
I think so too. I don't like the fact that it's like that, by the way.
Check.
At least, I think talking about it might help, or it might straight up not.
Yeah, rash guards, gis made in America, which is awesome. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
everyone should know that.
And they make them.
Yes.
They don't like ship in some stuff and then, hey guys, okay, are we starting to make yet? No. Even though it's been, they make them from the thread. And the gi is good. The gi is good. Oh, I think the video's coming out.
Yeah, it's out.
The origin.
It's out.
Main video. Megan. I got Megan confused with Amanda. By the way. Whole long story. I won't go into it right now. Nonetheless, video's out. Megan made the video. It's a good one. Actually, you kind of made the video too. You're in that one.
I'm just in it. I didn't make anything.
Nonetheless, Jocko's gi is out. Other gis on Origin. All good. I got 2 other ones. So 3 Origin gis all together. Me. It's the only gis I'll ever wear, I think. Unless someone else can make their own material in America and, provide the same everything, then, hey, maybe not. But just saying as of right now, that's how it is. Also, kettlebells. I'm going to keep you updated on my kettlebell situation. I'm addicted to them. Collecting and doing them. So I got one more. I got the Cyclops from On It. Mm-hmm. The designer one. No, what do you call it? The regular ones? Mm-hmm. None of those. Anyway, Cyclops, I think, is 40-something pounds. I only got one. I'm getting after it with that one, too. Anyway, the good thing about these is they are balanced. Because a lot of times, and from what I hear, I don't know, but from what I hear, like a lot of the designer ones, they're not balanced. See what I'm saying? Anyway, these are balanced, and that's the ones I use, and I'm addicted to the workouts. Start slow with these when you do it, though. Are you still doing a lot of kettlebells?
Yeah, I do a decent amount of kettlebells. Yeah. I was doing some Turkish get-ups the other day.
Yeah, bro, I didn't get that. I thought I was going to get really into Turkish get-ups. But I did it a few times and just it didn't stick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know how stuff just sticks, even though it was cool. You know what it was? I did it with the 35-pound one, then I did it with a 54-pound one, and I was like, dang, this is a good exercise. It's hard. And then I went online to look up exercises, and then there's ones with guys doing it with 185 pounds, doing it, and maybe I just got discouraged.
I got encouraged when I see that.
Oh yeah, huh? You take it as like a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe my whole outlook is different. Anyway, when you do these kettlebells, if you want the cool ones, to me, kettlebells are dope. But if you want them extra dope, you go to onit.com/Jocko. Get your kettlebells there. Just look at them. They got light ones, heavy ones. I say start light, but hey, whatever your level is, get them. Also, when you get your copy of, what is the translated?
The 100 Rules of War.
Yes. When you get this book, Yeah.
Which I'm pronouncing wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. See, and
Translated
that's really
by Eric.
And okay, so I put these books, all these books. If you didn't know already, I'm gonna say it again. I put all the books on our website, JockoPodcast.com, and this is for this very reason. Jocko doesn't know how to pronounce some of this stuff.
No,
especially the Japanese stuff. You know, he comes to me for help. I help. It's not a smooth process, is what I'm saying. So I tried to smooth it out a little bit. JockoPodcast.com on the top says books from the episodes. Click on there. Look, this is episode 101. Boom, from episode 101. The 100 Rules of War. Boom. Even though there's only 97 of them.
And if you want to get some other book, you can still click through.
Yeah.
Support the podcast.
Yeah.
Even if you buy a book that is completely off of what we would normally talk about.
Yeah. Like what?
I don't know. Something that's not about war.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah. If you go to buy that book.
Yeah.
You can just click.
It
through.
still supports the podcast. It doesn't have to be but when you buy it, yeah, just click through
and
the website.
Even if you're not buying a book, even if you're buying golf clubs,
duct tape, lawnmower, grocery bag holders. Even though I don't recommend that stuff. If you carry grocery bags, you carry them with your hands, both hands, all of them too. By the way. Anyway, yeah, click through there. So on our website, JockoPodcast.com. Good way to support. Also, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify. Is that a subscribe?
No,
I don't use Spotify.
Spotify is not. You can't get. I don't think you can get it. But there's a bunch. Any podcasting platform. I don't think Spotify is one of them. Oh. We had requests for Spotify because then you could play it on Alexa. But I can play it on Alexa. I can play it on Alexa right now. You can say. Alexa, play the latest Jocko podcast.
Actually, not to split hairs, but it's called Amazon Echo. Alexa is just the name you say.
Yeah, but Alexa's what you say.
Yeah.
So that's what I said.
No, you said you can get it on Alexa.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like technically there's a difference. I just want us to go in correct and saying and doing the right thing. That's all. Nonetheless, subscribe if you haven't already. So put it this way. I'm not saying subscribe. I'm saying subscribing is a good way to support. Also on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Put some videos on there. Excerpts. Not as many excerpts as I did this week. Because I learned this new video thing. We talked about it earlier. I won't go into it. But
Thank you.
It's pretty technical. But I wound up getting obsessed with it. So I think it was 11 hours a day for 3 days. I'm making this clip that's 3 seconds long. Dang. So I didn't get to the excerpts is what I'm saying. But as a result, I think the next video that I release is going to have some new things to it. It might be something that only I'm noticing. Maybe not. But nonetheless, that's going to be how it is. Either way, the point there is subscribe to YouTube. It's a good way to support.
Yeah. I want to do a YouTube live. Figure out how to do that.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Whoa.
Yeah, so let's do
Why?
it.
Just a YouTube live or a random YouTube.
Yeah.
Like a Facebook live but on YouTube.
Yeah. Because I think it'd be cool to be stored on YouTube instead of stored on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of I guess it doesn't matter. Ultimately, it's just a video.
Yeah, but if it's stored on YouTube, people can go back and be reading it and whatever, and watching it. If it's on Facebook, it's way buried in some random spot.
Yeah, your feed.
Yeah.
Or what do you call it?
Yeah.
News feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, timeline, whatever. Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk to Zucks on that one.
Yeah. Nonetheless, YouTube, that's a good one to subscribe. Got some other videos aside from just the video version of this podcast. That's the main reason I think to subscribe if you're interested in that kind of stuff. And you can get a notification if you want. You don't need it, but you can get one. Also, Jocko is a store. It's called Jocko Store. JockoStore.com. Got some new stuff on there. Straight up. Rash guards. Hoodies are up. I know. I've been saying it. But they're up, though, is what I'm saying.
Hats.
Got some hats. I'm putting beanies on there.
Oh, yes.
That's good, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I hope they're thick beanies.
They're, I don't know, regular.
Okay.
I didn't know there's, I've been, doing some research. This is a good beanie.
Okay.
I kind of extrapolated all the, the advice online, and these are the good ones. Also some new rash guards. Okay, the new rash guard is a rash guard that says small action on one side, big reaction on the other side. When I wore it for the first time, Keeling Taylor said he didn't know. He didn't know the layers, but he saw it and he was like, the essence of jiu-jitsu. I was like, oh, because it is, right? Yeah. Small action, big reaction. It's what we're hoping for anyway.
Interesting. Keeling, judo Keeling.
Yeah, he knew. He knows about the way. Also, some women's stuff on there, which is cool, I think. Some patches on there, shirts. I have a new shirt coming out. I don't have a new shirt. You have a new shirt coming out.
Do I know what it is?
Nope.
Oh, interesting.
Not yet. A lot of times I'll get input from the online people, from the people, and I kind of, most of the time it's like one-off things, like, I heard Jocko say this one thing, this one time back then, I really liked it, it would make a great shirt kind of thing. And although they're usually right a lot of times, I'm thinking, maybe that might not translate into...
You're real picky and choosy is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Put it this way, a lot of people have to hit me with it.
Okay.
And this was one of those. I've actually mentioned it before. It's called Back to the Book.
Oh.
I think it's coming out good.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that one's coming out soon. JockoStore.com. Take a look at the stuff on there. If you see something you like, get something. Also, psychological warfare. On all of this is what psychological warfare is. On all of our journeys. I'm going back to journeys.
Someone requested something the other day, and it was actually better than campaign or journey, but I forget what it was.
Dang. Yeah. So it was better, just not that much better.
No, it was better, but I can't remember it. I see a lot of stuff.
That's true. You do see a lot of stuff. Well, on our campaign against weakness journey, every once in a while we'll run into roadblocks, points of weakness, hopefully less than more. More times than not, we don't.
We know what you're trying to say.
You see what I'm saying?
Not very clearly.
Hopefully not very often. But the infrequent time comes where you run into those weaknesses.
You said uninfrequent time, but it's cool. We know what you mean, bro.
The not frequent. Yeah, the rare time that you run into weaknesses. Do not worry, because Psychological Warfare is an album with tracks that helps you right through that. Most situations, pretty much all situations, really. Waking up early, skipping workouts, procrastination, staying on the program diet-wise, all this stuff. Well, a lot of stuff. Bunch of tracks on there. And it's Jocko telling you pragmatically ways that you can practice. Practical, right? Practical, meaning you can practice these things. It's not just some philosophical / inspirational stuff.
I would say do.
Yeah, it's more do. Practical. It's kind of the tame word for it. But nonetheless, practical advice coming directly from Jocko, directly into your ear on why you shouldn't give in to these weaknesses. It's like a little spot in your campaign. That's what Psychological Warfare is. It's a good one. It's a real good one.
So by the way, that was the number one spoken word album on iTunes for about 9 months, and it finally got beaten out by another album called This One Equals Freedom Field Manual, which is, people keep asking me, it's available as an album with tracks on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play, and other MP3 platforms. Also on Amazon, you can get Jocko White Tea. What's good about Jocko White Tea is if you drink Jocko White Tea, you are guaranteed 100% to be able to deadlift 8,000 pounds minimum. Yeah. I don't care what's your body weight. 125? Cool. 8,000 pound deadlift. Yep. So with a guarantee like that, we're looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Agree.
There's some books. Way of the Warrior Kid. By the way, I just finished Way of the Warrior Kid book number 2.
What, the whole thing or the draft?
The draft. I mean, there's going to be some edits.
Yeah, the story is done.
The story is completely done. It's a good story. My nephew read it. Nice. And he said it's better than the first one.
That's saying a lot, because usually the second one...
He left me a little message. And you know what his message said? Hey, Uncle Jocko. That's what it said. And he's in 5th grade. So it's pretty accurate assessment, we're assuming, from him.
Good case study.
But the book, number 1, is out right now. And it is the book that you wish you had when you were a kid. I wish I had it when I was a kid.
Agreed.
Didn't have it. No one had it. Hadn't written it yet.
No.
Hadn't learned the lessons. So if you want to give a kid a better life, get him this book. Also, Extreme Ownership. Check it out. New edition is coming out. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. New edition is out. It is available right now. It has a new foreword in it where we talk about kind of what we've seen since the book came out. It has color pictures in it. Ooh, new color pictures.
Yep.
It has Echo's name in it.
Sweet.
Why is Echo's name in it? Echo's name is in it because we took Q&A from the podcast about leadership and put the really important questions and answers in there so you can refer back to them without having to go through 101 podcasts and find the one question that you want to get. No, now you can find it in the book. Also, it's got a new cover on it, which is black. More cool. Yeah. And, you know, because the Q&A is from you, I kind of need to thank everyone because this book is not just Leif and me anymore. Now it's Leif and me and Echo and everyone that asks questions and help with the podcast by asking questions. So thanks to you all for the new version of our new book. Also, the Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual is now available worldwide. And if you've got questions, this book has answers. If you're wondering what workout should I do, what martial art should I train in, how do I know what a good jiu-jitsu gym is, what should I eat, what should I do when I'm injured, what should I do if I don't feel like working out, what should I do if something bad happens, how should I overcome failure? If you got those kind of questions, this book has the answers. Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual. Get it for yourself and get it for anyone else that might want answers to these questions. The book is not normal. It's not normal. I know it's not normal. Because you know why? I'm not normal. No, the book it's black. And the book, it only has a black cover. It has black pages as well. So some people don't like that. And you know what I say? Don't read it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to read that, cool, don't read it. And as I said, if you want to get the book on audio, it is not on Audible. It is on MP3 as an album with tracks. You can get it through iTunes, Amazon Music, and Google Play. That way, you can listen to it as an album with tracks. This is a book that you don't sit there. It's not a story. It's not a story. You might want to listen to one section of it at a different time. You might be saying, hey, I need to listen to a section about destroyer mode. Right? How do I get into destroyer mode? One day, you might want to read about the fear of failure or listen to the fear of failure one day. You might need to hear sugar-coated lies one day. You might want to hear about the warpath. So when you have it as an album with tracks, you can listen to it in whatever order you want. You can set it as your alarm. You can put it in your playlist, that kind of thing, which you can't do with a lame Audible book. So that's that. Also, if you like the leadership principles that we talk about on this podcast and you want to get them for your team or business, we have a leadership and management consulting company. It's the premier leadership and management consulting company. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Cool. Echelon Front. Me, Leif, JP, Dave Burke. If you want us to come and work with your company and get your leadership aligned and get your leadership into destroyer mode, email info@echelonfront.com. And if you have any more questions or answers for us or something that you want to tell us, you can find us up on the interwebs on Twitter, on Instagram, and on the Facebook. Echo is at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink.